For Septimont! For the name of heroes eternal!
Now is not the moment. Let it flee. The path it takes leads deeper into the trap we laid. A Chorosaurus. Avidius was correct. It is a tacit discord born from the dark tide. What he didn't have the chance to tell you is that it is the deadliest Chorosaurus of them all. We call it Tyrannos. The vanguard of the dark tide that rides its surge to reach our lands. The hunt is how we disrupt the dark tide's frequencies, by capturing and eliminating its creatures. However, the Earthrend Wedge's energy range is limited. Our mission is to deliver a true death to our prey.
Meaning we need to hunt and kill the beast near the Earthrender. Is that how we stop the dark tide from spreading?
Yes, and it must be done within Maroonwood. The Hornet's blare will sound our next departure. It's a sound that can be heard across the canyons. You won't miss it.
Good day to you, Madam Rover. It seems you too have taken an interest in the temple's murals. All these murals point to two prophecies of importance. Hear this, O faithless ones of Septimont. The divinity of the high heavens has grown enraged. Should your monarch once more stand in contempt of their will, annihilation shall be your fate. The second is a continuation of the Ragunesi prophecy. Only the hero of heroes of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempests still, and glory return with the blood of the old king. You seem drawn to that particular mural. It tells of a calamity yet to come. And, as always, the hero of heroes, who shall rise among us to turn the tide of fate. Yet the identity of this hero remains a mystery. Coincidentally, much like the absent part of this mural, the prophecy of our victory over the coming disaster remains untold.
Our would-be hero of heroes, lost in daydreams again. What is it this time? Staring at an empty wall, hoping one day it will bear your name. I'm not blind to your tricks, Avidius. Do you really think Rover would take sides with you? Let me guess. Eliminating Tyrannos and the Dark Tide before anyone else would be the perfect act to prove you're the prophesied hero of heroes. 4 expeditions to Main's Deep, plus a Home Leaf medal, and now you think you can usurp Augustus' place? Don't make me laugh.
Should I become the next hero, Septimont would be spared when the next calamity arrives. Is this not what the Tetragon Temple has prophesied? She possesses many qualities worthy of a hero, but she lacks the extraordinary power mentioned in the prophecy. As a resonator, Augusta offers nothing special. Yet throughout Septimont's history, every hero of heroes was born with extraordinary gifts. It's a pity that in a city built on prophecy, Augusta is a disruptor of the rules. I assure you, priestess, I will not act from the shadows. If Augusta seeks a fair challenge, I shall honor her with the respect she deserves. Priestess? Rover, I beg your leave. Perhaps we will bear witness to the birth of a new hero in the hunt to come.
This is exactly the kind of chaos Augusta wanted. That idiot. She even went so far as to say, the citizens of Septimont only need to be loyal to Septimont, not her, Augusta. And then, like it's nothing, she tells me that the F4 position only matters when a strong gladiator wants it. Avidius makes me rather uncomfortable. It's got nothing to do with his stance, it's more of a hunch. Something about him feels unnatural. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. It's the Griffrex. It appears our prey has finally come out for some fresh air. Perfect timing. Let's get eyes on this beast, Aquila.
Over there, behind that cliff, is the Earthrend Wedge, a relic of Sentinel Imperator as ancient as these lands. The destination of your journey, my promise to you, our shared goal. An anchor stone, made from tacitite formed around the Earthrender. This will drive the Chorosaurus to the Asphodel Barrens in the lower levels. In that field of glory, we will grant Tyrannos the death it deserves. Our prey isn't exactly known for playing by the rules. A Chorosaurus that knows how to set a trap, waiting for its hunters to walk right into it. Quite an interesting opponent. Let the sacred flames ignite your resolve.
The enemies of Septimon shall bear witness to our might! Excellent work, all.
Inside these hunting grounds, the hunter can become the hunted at a moment's notice. Let Augusta humor its little performance. Beasts who think they've won are always the first to die. Oh, surprised to see me? I've already shared my interest with you. It wouldn't kill you to remember a few things I've said, would it? But fine. Since it's you, I suppose I can let you in on the secret. The Chorosaurus is just an appetizer. I've got bigger fish to fry. Augusta, Tyrannos is heading for the Asphodel Barrens.
The net has been cast. It's time to reel in the prize.
A field of corpses. Horrifying, isn't it? Every hunt before this, it was here that we met our final battles. This is destined to be an evenly matched game of life and death. Hunter or prey. Only the one still standing gets to decide.
Avidius, descendant of the hero of heroes Attilius, decorated for the 4 crossings of Main's Deep. Yet if you wish to be my opponent, then this level of resolve is far from enough. Step forward. Stand next to me and pursue your desires without hesitation. Let your ambitions burn even hotter.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
This is a matter between Augusta and Avidius. We shall not intervene for the time being.
Is in place. It will take the bait.
What was that about? And that black fog? It was all mushy. I couldn't even finish it. I need a quick timeout.
Augusta, now you see it. A tiny little echo, silencing the dark tide with such ease, confined to this frail human form. You will achieve nothing. Augusta, do not resist the gift of divinity. Follow our guidance. Return to Lannister. To your home.
Augusta, if Septimon's fate has already been decided, would you continue to fight?
A ruler assumes their place by accomplishing the impossible for their subjects. You go ahead, Rover. I am entrusting Yuno to your care.
Just as you saw, the dark tide will bring destruction to Septimont and the death of Augusta. Never. My prophecies are never wrong. The dark figure we faced in Asphodel Barrens was, in fact, an embodiment of the dark tide. We call it the false sovereign. I'm unclear how things will unfold. I'm certain it's the source of evil that will bring about the fall of Septimont, just as the prophecy foretold. We then formed a plan to take advantage of the sovereign's nature, using the Chorosaurus as bait to lure out its imperfect form. But as you can see, we failed. Fate doesn't lie. Perhaps death is the only choice we're given in the end. But knowing Augusta, I'm sure that fool would fight till the bitter end.
The situation we're currently facing is more dire than any I've come across. For the sake of Septimont, I must momentarily set aside my quest for power. Now may not be the best time to discuss past events, but if you insist. It dates back to a high tide 4 years ago. At the time, we were driven by the fury of the dark tide into the lower levels of the hunting grounds, the wastelands. I had no intention of emulating the feats of the 3 hero of heroes in conquering Main's Deep. But with the dark tide's blockade, I had to lead repeated expeditions into those underground ruins. Fate has its ways. Now only I remain able to face the hunting grounds trials. Many of my companions fell to the corruption of the dark tide. Those left barely overcame the dark tide's influence with the help of a plant unique to Main's Deep, Mizona. This home leaf medal was granted to me by the former Ephor after the crisis. A victory, yes, but one laced with pain. My companions should never have suffered the dark tide's disgrace.
I've made arrangements for the war effort. Strategically, we must always brace ourselves for the worst. Communications with the Black Shores are also underway. The Ephor's palace has previously established a connection with a consultant in the Rinascita region. We've reached an agreement granting the Black Shores permission to access Septimont's resonance nexus. They'll be able to monitor and collect data on the Dark Tide during the hunt.
Why don't you let me handle contacting the Black Shores, Augusta? We talk from time to time. It'll help make things smoother for us.
Of course. I'll leave it to you then.
Alright, I think I got the whole picture now. Ugh, Rover, how do you keep ending up in messes like this? This is one tough cookie, alright. Normally, the Dark Tide getting all freaky during high tide is whatever, right? But now, I don't know what happened, cause it's turning into a person. Eating anything with energy, Dark Tide stuff, tacit discords, echoes, you name it. Might even be saving other things for dessert. Basically, the Sovereign isn't gonna attack Septimont or Raguna anytime soon. It's too busy getting fat first. Once it's stuffed full of energy, it'll try and smash the Earthwind Wedge in one go. When that happens, it's game over for Renacita. Even if you have 3 heads and 6 arms, it will be bye-bye. But Smooth Moves team, cutting through the clutter, I see what you're doing. This Corosaurus is just the bait to hook the big fish, isn't it? Your real plan is to stop the Sovereign before it fully forms. Nip it in the bud. Am I right, boss?
You are right on the mark.
Tethys did pick up a strange frequency midway through the hunt. Everything was fine until that frequency came out of nowhere, and then suddenly the Sovereign took form way ahead of schedule. Talk about flipping the table.
One way or another, we must find the Sovereign and stop it before it absorbs any more frequencies. This might be our only option for now.
That's right. Supernatural powers or not, the Sovereign can't escape good old Tethys. Let me see. Yup. It's wandering in an area with a whole lot of other frequencies. Looks like it's east of the Sanguis Plateaus. Yeah, that place has lots of dark energy. Bet many tough people died there.
Murmur's Town. Understood. I will stop it in its tracks.
Your Excellency. With your permission, I wish to accompany you to Murmur's Town. I know this request may seem bold, and I'm aware of the dangers ahead. But as a warrior of Septimont, I cannot simply stand by. Gladiators! We are united as defenders of Septimont's honor. I do not claim the right to ask this of you. But in my heart, I believe everyone here has earned the glory we bear. Let our deeds today reflect that greatness.
Well said, young man. Gladiators of Septimont fear no challenge. When the storm approaches, can an eagle soaring in the skies remain content as a fledgling beneath another's wings? Your Excellency, we will follow you anywhere.
Very well. You have sworn your allegiance to Septimont with your resolve. Your bravery is witnessed not only by me, but by the fallen heroes lying in Capitolini Hill. They take pride in your courage. If you wish to fight together, then so be it. I will afford your fervor its due respect. Come, take up your blades. For Septimont! For the name of heroes eternal!
A wise choice, Augusta. It is time. Return to where you belong. Fabian has long awaited your homecoming.
The wastelands.
This is where the Dark Tide started 16 years ago. The fact that this empty shell still stands is a miracle in itself.
Warriors, do not let fear stand in our way. The untarnished glory of Septimont stands behind us. The devastation that befell Murmur's town 16 years ago will never be repeated. Because now, we are here.
Your command is our duty, Your Excellency. We will deploy anchor stones around Murmur's town, and I'll personally see that the perimeter stays undisturbed.
Mark my words. It will pay for this malevolence.
This place is too quiet. No trace of the Sovereign anyway. Hey, Wuling, can you help me track down the Sovereign?
You got it. Give me a sec to scan things. This Sovereign's a slippery eel, eating up every little frequency like it's popcorn. Now the Tethys system's got nothing to work with. It's playing hide and seek with us on purpose. What trouble? Hold on. What if you bring me some pure Dark Tide frequency samples? Maybe Tethys can use it to track down something with a similar frequency, like the Sovereign itself or the original Dark Tide.
Understood. I'll do what I can.
Ugh, I'm so sleepy. Ugh, the dark, spooky stuff I ate earlier is still gurgling in my belly.
Sorry to hear that. But if my clever, brave, stylish, and sweet Abby could help me out, that'd be amazing.
Aw, you're making me blush. Okay. Your best buddy Abby's on the job. Go on.
So, that thing we tangled with before has gone into hiding around here. I need your help to sniff it out.
Yeah, easy peasy. You know I have a good nose for searching. There's something weird over there. Hey, something just flew by that way. It's that muddled scent again. Come on, we gotta catch it.
A piece of cloth. Looks like something from a gladiator's gear. Why here?
This frequency is something else.
Is it that same muddled scent you mentioned before?
Well, it's got a bit of that smell, but the fabric's frequency is even stronger. It's not giving in. Kinda like a brave gladiator fighting a monster.
You long to become the one true ruler of Septimont. The one to end the unending tragedy of your people. Is that not your true desire? And yet, you remain but a fragile mortal, unworthy of the greatness you seek. How can such a weak soul claim its place among the gods? Deny it not, sweet child. Your heart is bare to us. Take one more step. Grasp it, feel it, embrace it. Awaken this power through your forte, and shed the weakness of your pitiful shell. Come to us. Let divinity crown you in glory and might. Answer our call, and Septimont shall stand eternal, rising above all, with you as its one true sovereign.
Angel. A power granted rather than earned. Could never truly be mine? If this power strips me of my will, how can I be sure where my sword will strike? I reject such a gift.
Augusta, I've got a lead.
Copy. On my way. Is this a Sonoro?
All right, time for Abby's rundown. So, Rover and I were tracking that shadowy monster fella. And I followed its scent right to, this Sonoro.
Right. The frequencies the Black Shores detected in both Murmur's Town and from the Sovereign are unusually complex. I wasn't sure where to start, but Abby's been a big help.
Don't mention it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I assume this is your Echo friend, who saved us in the Asphodel Barrens. You have my gratitude.
No biggie.
The level of power it showed is indeed questionable for an Echo. But I trust it, as much as I trust you. Sonoro, what do you want to show us? Let's enter it. This is Murmur's Town, only from the past. It was once called Fabianum, the town of gladiators, visited by Fabius, the hero of heroes. But the Dark Tide claimed it in the end, leaving behind a scar Septimont will never forget.
Augusta, are you going to face it alone? No, don't. Just come with me. I promise I'll get you out of here. No! Augusta! Augusta! Hey you! Evil monster! Why don't you fight me? I'm not scared. Come on, I'm wide open. Don't look away. I'm not someone you can ignore. No, not there. Look at me. I said, look at me. Angel!
The Dark Tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. Augusta, my brave yet fragile child. Your strength is far too feeble, unfit to sate the hunger of the Dark Tide. You long to become a hero, to reign by might. But tell me, can the throne of glory be claimed by one so weak?
The Dark Tide paid me no mind. Its target was always Angel. And the whispers, they were real, but not as the legends promised. What I heard were words of cruelty. None of it matters now. Those things belong to the past. I was a reckless child. A hatchling, flailing with a sword I could barely hold. Though back then, I didn't really have a choice. This is Septimont, a place where ideals bow to strength. The child, I had no desire for power. But in the city of Septimont, if I wished to rise beyond my origin and silence arrogance dressed in fame and fortune, I had no other path. Now, my strength speaks in my stead, and my blade cuts down every slander, all but prejudice. I know well what those parasites in the Senate are plotting, draped in the Temple's name. They manipulate public opinion to secure themselves a place on Capitolini Hill. But their absurd schemes betray only fear. Too afraid to face me, they skulk in the shadows, hoping empty prophecies might bring me to my knees. It's not about belief. It's about not fearing them. The dark tide still haunts Septimont. People live in terror of losing their homeland again. And so they cling to the hope of a hero of heroes. As Septimont's effort, I must stay strong and answer their call. A ruler has no right to falter. If my resonance ability raises doubts about my right to rule, then let the true hero of heroes step forth and challenge me. And if none appear, I will decide whether this title is worthy of the weight of a ruler's glory. One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well. Should it be you? I would gladly accept your challenge. A person of immense strength is either a nemesis or a kindred spirit, both of which are intriguing to me and my blade.
From what I've seen, being a true ruler isn't about having immense strength, whether that's a powerful resonance ability or sheer might. I've met people from Huanglong to Renacida who live with real integrity. Their skills and backgrounds were all different, and none of them were perfect. But what defines them isn't strength or anything that can be measured. It's the spirit they were born with. Resilient, unyielding. That can't be stolen.
I see. You know once said something similar to me. What happened within the Oak Hollow remains a mystery. All I know is, when I found her, her resonance ability had grown immensely. So powerful that even the Dark Tide could not withstand it. But she failed to control it. I could do nothing but watch as she transformed into something no longer human. After that, I never saw her again.
The Dark Tide occurrence 16 years ago. Its frequency must have been more stable than it is now. Maybe this is the truth the gladiator spirit is trying to share.
It's that smell, Rover!
The truth, the Dark Tide, and the pure frequency. Are you certain that's what we're looking for? How could Angel be carrying the Dark Tide's frequency?
If anyone can sniff out the truth, it's Abby. But just to be sure, I'll send the data to Buling once we're out of here. The Black Shores will give us an answer.
All right.
It's all done, boss. Tethys ran the data through a couple filters, and we zeroed in on one spot in the hunting grounds. Pretty sure that's where the Sovereign's been hiding. I'm sending you the coordinates now.
So, the frequency we collected really was from the Dark Tide.
Yeah, looks that way. But this one's weird. It feels still, like undisturbed water. Quiet like it's asleep. Basically, nothing is disturbing it. If I had to describe it, I'd say it's like a reverberation left behind when the Dark Tide slams headfirst into someone's forte. On its own, it's not as dangerous as the Dark Tide, but if it got mixed with another forte and stirred up, well, who knows what kind of explosion of power that could cause.
Angel and the Dark Tide. Understood. Let's go, Rover. Time to meet our prey. I'll tell the others to meet at that location.
Please hurry, everyone. The anchor stone must be in place before the Sovereign's hunt begins.
Such devotion. Forgive me, but you seem to forget your place, Avidius.
Is that so? Perhaps you'd like to remind me, my lord.
You must be aware of your rather underwhelming performance during the Tyrannos hunt. The Senate's patience is not boundless. It's reserved for those who deserve it. Unless you can present a triumph to match your exploits in Main's Deep, we'll have no choice but to reconsider your candidacy as Septimont's next ruler. Yet here you are, entangled in Augusta's petty concerns, when you could be seizing something far greater.
You seek a ruler strong enough to lead, yet pliable enough to be led. You'd have better luck finding a needle in the sea. Were I in your position, I'd keep my mouth shut. If Septimont falls, so will your ambitions. And allow me to remind you. I entered Main's Deep because I had no other choice, and my duty as a gladiator demanded it. The blood I shed, the blade I wielded, these were proof of loyalty, not entertainment for the lords. If that's how you see it, then perhaps it is I who should reconsider this alliance. He may be under the Hollow Figure's influence. Judging by his behavior, the Dark Tide has already corrupted his mind. This isn't far from the entrance to Main's Deep. I remember finding Mizona nearby. It's a herb that helped my companions and me resist the Dark Tide's corruption. I'll bring the herb back. How could it be? No. It must be the Dark Tide's illusion. This wall. No. It can't be.
My fellow gladiators, our prey has finally revealed itself. Move to the marked coordinates. It's time to hunt.
This is the place. The smell's getting stronger.
We must force it to show itself.
Perhaps this could work.
Over there.
This strength you refuse shall now become the blade that strikes you down. To spawn a divine gift is to invite consequence. And divinity offers mercy but once.
Augusta!
You know, No. It can't end like this.
Boss, what's going on? I got a bad feeling just now and Tessus won't stop pumping out alerts. Uh-huh. Figures. That area you're in has very many warriors. For the Sovereign, it's like having a free buffet. And sure enough, you blink, and it's already swallowed up all the surrounding frequencies. Now it's a real nightmare. The dark tide isn't spreading at full speed. If we act fast and find the Sovereign's weak spot, we might just pull a miracle for Renacita. Looks like after stuffing itself with all those frequencies, the Sovereign's completely scrambled inside. If we can stir up the mess in its gut, even with something small, we might just throw him off balance. And then maybe we can wrest the Earthrend wedge back and readjust it.
Terrible timing. Is there any other way to reach her?
It's the dark tide. The entire frequency range is under its control. In other words, we're completely cut off here.
How vexing. If we feed that monster something else. Right, the Anchor Stone.
If it works, it could suppress it from the inside.
Very sharp. But before we act, there are two things we need to prepare. First, we need to get the Sovereign to open up and swallow the Anchor Stone like a good boy. That will be on you and Augusta, Rover. Second, the dark tide itself must be stabilized to keep the Sovereign nice and solid. My job, naturally. No one else is fit for the task.
No, the Sovereign is far stronger than before. And you've only just recovered. There's no way you can take on that much resonance energy at once.
I am Yuno, the most gifted priestess Septimont has seen in generations. If anyone can hold back the dark tide, it's me. And I'm not going to fall on you that easily. Besides, the sacred flames already showed me my end. In the warmth of spring, surrounded by white flowers, with gentle eyes watching over me. But that day is still far from today. At worst, I'll just need more time to recover. Everything's going to be all right. I promise. Then it's settled. I won't be able to hold the Sovereign's form for long, so make the most of that window. Did you forget anything? Useful, isn't it? Keep it close. No matter where you go, a part of me goes with you. Got it? Since I've given you a tool so practical, I'll ask something in return. Just one thing. Promise me you'll stay by Augusta's side and face whatever destiny sets upon you, together. This isn't a command or a suggestion, it's a personal request. Only you can do this.
You know.
Think I understand what the unknowable void in your fate really means. It's represented a future that can't be defined by anything but your own will. So please, support Augusta with everything you have. I've seen how much she trusts you. So trust her in return. No matter what happens, you are not to doubt her in the slightest. All right, you two, stop standing around and get moving. The sooner you settle this, the sooner I get to leave this boring place.
You know, one last question. For someone without an unwritten fate, is it true they can never break free? No matter how hard they struggle?
I don't know.
That's all right. Let's go, Rover.
Wait, Augusta! I've been thinking. Our final fate might already be written, but how we walk that path is up to us. We as humans are meant to carve our own way forward. If we can't rewrite fate, then we chase it, outpace it. Then when we catch up, we'll smack it right in the face. Don't forget what you once said. A ruler assumes their place by accomplishing the impossible for their subjects.
Oak Hollow. I saw it. Main Street. It doesn't exist. Is it? Because of me? My memories? No.
Why did you...
Buling mentioned even something small could have a great influence. The smaller, the more unnoticed. Let this small thing pry open the cracks in fate's door.
Go chase your fate, Augusta.
Nothing, just something on my mind. Do you still remember what the Whispers told me 16 years ago? The Dark Tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. Now I think of it, it is rather interesting. I've never told anyone this before. But ever since the Dark Tide decided to forsake me, those broken whispers have never left. They echoed in every battle, telling me when to dodge, when to strike. But with each opponent that fell, the whispers began to fade. Until I became the Ephor. That's when they returned. Louder, never giving me a single moment of peace. I tried to shut them out. But every time I strayed from their guidance, fate would strike me down in the cruelest of ways. I thought I was the master of my fate. But the truth is, they always knew the path better than I ever could. The old prophecy about Raguna, that they once whispered to me, has come true. Now, it is time for me to put their power to the test. One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well.
As long as that void exists, you control your story. Your existence is the meaning itself.
So this is her plan. Using this battle to mark me a hero of heroes so the temple's prophecy would be fulfilled. Augusta.
Give everything, Rover! I have realized this is the duty I must fulfill. Ha! That's it! Show me your strength!
The one to stand beside me for the throne is you! And only you.
You still have a chance, Master. The divinity of us forgets even the gravest illness. Resist no longer. Do not waver. Step forward and receive the divine gift. With this power, you shall rise as the one true ruler of Septimont.
And glory return with the blood of the old king. You proved the prophecy true. So why now? Why this sudden urgency to stop me from fulfilling it? Unless I was your target all along. That power you spoke of was always just a trap. Answer me. Who are you? And what did you do to Angel?
How foolish, Augusta. The will of the divine is not to be questioned. Alas, my puzzle too small to comprehend the grand vision.
Rover, what is stopping you from being Septimon's hero of heroes? You, the unwritten one, are blessed to shape your own fate. And I must walk my own path as ruler. Go, fulfill the prophecy that was always meant to be. I give my blood, so that the true hero may rise.
Brazen, faithless one, receive the judgment of the heavens. The sacred crucible shall reshape your soul.
Soon. I already said Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship.
This is your end, Augusta.
But we're not done just yet.
Insolent heretic. If this is what you want, we shall grant you an endless beast of despair.
My sword.
Cato,
Where's my sword?
what haunts you, my teacher?
A hero shouldn't fall to the dark tide. I need my sword to fight back.
Please, take it. Take it and fight for what you believe in.
Pointless empathy.
Let's go. I'll go for the
Flesh.
how wrong you are.
My lady,
People follow
allow me to join you.
but it never fails to light their way. This is how I rule. I will show you with my own fist! Spirits lost to the dark tide. I hear your cries. Join me in battle! Let that force give in it. Witness what true heroes are! What it means to wield unshakable power!
We ride with roar.
Every moment of dance is settled. Yet
May
there
applause
still
greet you,
clings to
heroes
our
of Septimont.
hands in the storm's eye. Tides of blood and sand. So I'm standing here with the brave belong. I'm not to mourn, but to sing.
A heart-won battle, wasn't it? Yes. It's all thanks to you, Rover. Septimon's hero of heroes.
In that case, I could say the same to you. As the prophecy goes, the hero of heroes wielding extraordinary power rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Augusta, fit that image well.
Do you think I've earned that title? And it's one we could share together. Besides, the temple never said there could only be one hero of heroes. But back inside the dark tide, I think the lost frequencies were always guiding me, shaping who I was becoming. Even trapped in that abyss of despair, those fallen heroes never gave up. They lit a faint, warm light in the dark for me. And you, along with everyone who stood by me. Without you, we couldn't have won this battle.
I want to ask you something. Why did you ask me to join the hunt?
Because my warriors and I wanted to fight beside someone like you. And that hasn't changed. But I will be honest. Part of it was because of your unwritten fate. I'd been preparing for this hunt for a long time. At first, all we had were a few vague glimpses from the priestesses, and a handful of prophetic murals. No one knew when or how the disaster would strike. And then, you showed up.
You've surely seen the unfinished mural in the temple, the blank wall and the unwritten fate. So I took a gamble, believing you were the key to this hunt. I couldn't explain it back then, not when I wasn't certain myself. But in the end, we realized what that blank represents. And my gamble paid off. The one who deserves to be a hero of heroes. Now it's time for me to honor my promise. This is the end of our journey. The Earthrend Wedge. It hasn't been quite what I expected. But I'm very glad we made it this far together.
Imperator.
Go. I'll wait for you here.
A discoid. This warmth. I feel you, Imperator.
Did you find what you seek? Looks like a compass. The structure's odd. There might be a hidden compartment inside. Can you try opening it? If this relic was left by the Sentinel, brute force won't get us anywhere. We'll need a different approach. Maybe a special key, a mechanism, or a password? Any ideas?
There's a friend of mine who, well, she knows a lot about Imperator. She might be able to help solve this mystery. More importantly, her powers are unique. The Earthrender's holding back the Dark Tide for now, but those sudden outbreaks and the way it's fixated on you, it's not just a coincidence. If anyone can put an end to the Dark Tide's threat in Septimont, it's her.
Sounds like someone worth meeting. Do introduce me later. I'm curious what kind of person she is. But one thing I'm sure of, she must be a formidable opponent and a figure to be respected, like you.
You two share a lot in common, actually. I think you'd get along. I'll reach out to her once we're back. She wasn't able to travel before due to some unavoidable reasons, but now I think the timing's right.
There's probably a bonfire roaring at the encampment by now. Rover, it's time to return to those waiting for us. We won this battle, but the war is far from over. The road ahead still steeped in blood and thorns. But with you, and everyone who stood beside us, the banner of Septimont will never fall. With the eternal sun as my witness, the name of hero belongs to you all.
What a beautiful ending, my near-perfect protagonist. I must confess, even I didn't see this coming. Should this be your final act? No. No, allow me this small indulgence as your creator. The quill of fate may be sharp and cold, but still I want to see how far the soul I created can go. After all, it's the stories that sink deepest into the mire that stir the heart most, don't you think?
It's been a while, Rinesita.
What prey do we hunt this time?
The Trenodian.